at the end of the day, I'll be honest, no one will fill your cup if you don't fill it. So fill your cup while you fill others, because you cannot fill other people's cup when yours is empty. Yet, as a CEO, you want to delegate work to people who are going to deliver 100%. When you want to control everything, you lose control. Sydney, you want me to give my secrets away?
Yes, we want to do everything. We want to glow.
You want me to give all my glow
Mm.
tips? Okay.
I'm super happy to have you here on the podcast, Hotter Than Your CEO. Can you explain who you are and what you do for the audience?
All right. In a brief, my name is Joyceloy K better known as the Dare to Glow coach. I
Mhm.
am the founder of Dare to Glow Consultancy, which is based in UAE.
Okay.
I do coaching, and that is more with the leader women, basically. But
Mm.
I also work with organizations, and I
Okay.
work with each and everyone in terms of leadership. Then I also work on mental health. I'm a mental health advocate.
Mhm.
I do facilitation in terms of self skills with
Okay.
organizations, and mostly on communication
Mm.
and overcoming conflict in organizations and also individuals. And of course, the other things that I also do, I'm an author of Dare to Glow, Unlocking Career Profession.
Wow, you're doing so many things. Well, I really wanted to have this episode with you because we did a speaking and I really enjoyed your energy. Even 2 years after, I was like, okay, I need to speak with Joyce.
I love.
We wanted today to have a conversation about mental health, social media, leadership. And my first question is to understand for you, what is the Dare to Glow movement? What is it
So
about?
Dare to Glow, and thank you for asking that. I get so many people who are like, why Dare to Glow?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, Dare to Glow is a story. When I left Uganda and moved to the UAE almost 9 years ago, now making 10 years,
Okay.
I had so many people who doubted who I am and what I could become. That doubt from other people made me push myself and tell myself I can dare to be anything I want to be. So with everything I have strived to become today was because I dared myself to stretch
Yeah.
through my comfort zone, but also
Mm.
to prove to myself. I keep telling people it's not about proving to others. Dare to grow, Dare to Glow was all about proving to myself.
Okay.
So I backed Dare to Glow to also help and support other individuals who want to strive and also who want to thrive through everything they do,
Mm.
even when they feel like they are being doubted or they're even
Yeah.
doubting themselves.
Wow, it's beautiful. And for you, what is Dare to Glow for a CEO woman? What is your point of view?
I like that. So, Dare to Glow for a CEO woman would be embracing who you are, embracing your voice. The first thing is
Mm.
embracing your voice
Okay.
and knowing that you can do anything. Because sometimes as a CEO woman, you step into a room and it's full of men, say it's full of
Mm.
men, and then you get scared. You're like, oh, can I stand among these men and actually say something? So Dare to Glow for any woman is knowing who you are,
Okay.
embracing your voice, and
Mm.
stretching through those fears and becoming a better version of yourself.
Wow. Yeah, this is really powerful. And what about leadership? When we are like CEO woman, we take a lot of decisions in order to glow. Do you have any advice? Because you told us that with your in your life you took many decisions to become who you are. And do you have maybe advice on how to take big decisions or
Yeah. So talking about my own personal experience, but also with the leaders that I've been working with through the Dare to Grow mantra. The
Mhm.
Dare to Glow mantra is grow, The G is for grow, because we have to grow in everything we do, even when we have self-doubt, even when we feel like we cannot even wake up and do anything. We have to
Mm-hmm.
grow through those self-doubt,
Right.
the situations where people don't believe in us, where we are giving up. So that is
Mm-hmm.
the G. And
Okay.
then the L, when you look at the word glow, it has GLOW. The L is for lead. You have to
Mm-hmm.
learn
Okay.
leading yourself first. You cannot lead others
Mm-hmm.
if you cannot lead yourself.
For sure.
So while you are leading others as a CEO woman, as a woman in leadership, you have to learn that I am going to lead others, but I'm going to lead myself first. Be on
Mm-hmm.
time for everything. If I say people do something, you do it first. You model, you show people what to do. And
Mm-hmm.
then the O is for own. Like I said before, own your voice, own who you are, own what you want, and step out to actually achieve it. And
Okay.
then the W is for win. Win
Oh.
through everything,
Mm.
even when people doubt you, even when you're falling and things are not going the way you want them to go.
Mm.
Just always believe that you are winning, because through challenges we are also learning to be better. So for me, that is all I could give for any women in leadership, the glow model.
Do you have any advice on self-leadership for,
Yeah.
say, a
So what
woman?
I can say on self-leadership, and I'm glad you asked that, because you find so many people who are all about leading others.
Mm.
So what I could say about self-leadership is, in the mantra, like I said before, in the glow mantra, that you cannot lead others if you don't lead yourself.
Mm.
I can't wake up in the morning and tell my team, I want you to do this, and this, but I'm not leading them. I'm not showing them what to do. I tell them do, and then I leave them to do.
Mm.
When they do big things, when they do things that are not to standard, it is
Yeah.
me to blame as a leader. So as a leader, I have to learn to model. I have to walk the talk, not
Mm-hmm.
just talk the talk, walk the
Right.
talk. Set
Mm.
something and do it. Show my people what they have to do. So the leading, as a woman leader,
Mm-hmm.
self-leadership is very important, because it starts with you.
I start with you for sure. When we are, say, a woman, we we know our value, but we
Mm-hmm.
also have our vision. And there is a
Mm-hmm.
step, that you have to become this person. And sometimes it can be difficult for us to every day, because you're still aiming this vision, but you are not this vision. And every day, even if you're becoming the vision, your vision gets bigger. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to speak with you about mental health, because for me, as CEO woman, and I have a big vision, and every day I'm doing like self-leadership. According to you, how can we get maybe more happier during this journey?
Yeah. So what I could say on that, because honestly, I've been there,
Mhm.
and I love that you've asked this question, because so many women in leadership face this, CEOs face this all the time, where you forget yourself. You want to go from A to B, but you forget yourself a little bit. And that's where the mental health comes in. And today, actually, before I even share my 5 C's on mental health, I just want to say that in everything we do, there is that thing they always say, that pour in your cup first. Take care of yourself first. You
Mhm.
find that
Right.
most cases, when we have a vision, as CEO women, we forget ourselves. We are all about, I want to win, I want to achieve this, but we forget to take care of ourselves. Even taking just a break or a vacation for a week
Mhm.
becomes hard, because we want to achieve everything at once. But I just want to share 5 C's that could help anyone who wants to come from A to B in terms of on their terms of achieving their goals, you know.
Okay.
The 5 C's, the first one is C for clarity.
Mm-hmm.
So I have clarity, which is all about knowing what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you don't know what you want, you are going to be vague. You're going to, when I say vague, I mean you're just going to be doing everything. It's like when they say you are moving in a direction, but you don't have a plan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Every year I have made it myself for from 2023 to now that every year I make a vision board. I gather around leaders and women and CEOs and all these amazing people who want to see their goals come true. And we actually make a vision board every year, every
Mm-hmm.
November. And we that is the only way you can see what you want to achieve.
Ouais.
You cannot say you want to become you want to okay, let me give a good example. You cannot say you want to open a branch in Australia
Mm-hmm.
when the one for Dubai has no direction, you know. The
Yeah.
only way you can say you want to open a branch in Australia is if the one for Dubai has direction. It can guide you to opening up the one in Australia.
For
So it
sure.
is the same thing with clarity. If you have clarity, you know where you are going, you have direction, it
Mm-hmm.
becomes easy for you to lead others
Yeah.
and your vision becomes more clear, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Then the C is for connection.
Mm-hmm.
C is for connection. Why? Because we have to connect with others. The moment you don't connect with others, and that's where mental health comes in, that sometimes when you go through mental health, you find people isolating themselves. As
Yeah.
a leader, you tell yourself, oh, you know what? I think I just prefer to be home and work and work and work and work. And
Yeah.
you forget that just a connection with your team, you know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe going out for a coffee or just inviting them and have lunch with them could make a difference for you. Because as humans, we
Mm-hmm.
need connection, you know?
Yeah.
And I just want to say, as a person who comes from Africa, community is very important. So
Yeah.
when you lose that
Okay.
touch of being with other people, of learning about other people, of knowing what your
Mm-hmm.
team is all about, what are they going through health-wise, you know, what are their challenges, it becomes hard for you to come from A to B to achieve your goals and also fulfill your vision. Then the other one is coping. In coping and this is something that I personally faced when I was getting into where I am right, basically getting even my Dare to Glow consultancy business. I felt like I had a 9 to 5. I had my Dare to Glow, and I
Mm-hmm.
would reach a point where I'm like, no, I can't manage.
Okay.
And I had to sit down because this is where it is very important. As a leader, you have to write. You
Mm-hmm.
find that so many leaders, and I love John Maxwell, one of those leaders who has amazing books. Because as a leader, you have to be a reader, you have to be a writer.
Mm-hmm.
When you're going through things, the only way you can cope is by writing down how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you can know how to move forward is when you write what, like the things to do towards getting there, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm.
So most cases when we are going through situation, you find that leaders don't want to share it out, you know, whereas when you share with others, you are able to find solution, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
The other one is control.
Oh, okay.
And I'll ask you, you know how control is like in terms of when you're working with other people and everything, you want to micromanage, you want to be the one in
Ooh,
control.
this is the worst.
I'm
Micromanaging.
telling you, you know. Like you'd have 10 tasks, and instead of delegating the people you're working with, you
Mm-hmm.
want to do everything. And that is how we burn out.
Right.
So you having control, you know,
Mm-hmm.
helps you manage other things that could lead you to achieving your goals, that could help you reach your vision. But every time you want to control everything, you
Mm-hmm.
lose control. I love to say that. When you want to control everything, you lose control.
I love it.
So try to give control to other people, to the people you work with, or to
Mhm.
even people around you. Like what you have
Mhm.
done as Sydney, you said, you know what, I'm starting up this podcast. I'm not going to talk about mental health alone. So you're like, you know what, I'm going to give control to someone else to come and we discuss this together. So it
Mhm.
is the same thing we have to do out here. And control comes into collaboration. Every time you give control to other people, you find that you're collaborating, and that helps you do other things as a leader, you
Oh,
know?
sure. Yeah.
And the last one is going to be compassion.
Mm.
You have to be compassionate with yourself. And that even goes back to what I said before. You can't keep pouring in other people's cups. You have to also pour in your cups. So you have
Mhm.
to take care of yourself while you want to go to achieve everything in your life.
Mhm.
You can't forget taking care of yourself. So when you remember to take care of yourself, it will be easier for you to be in a good mental state for you to
Mhm.
be able to achieve all these goals. But if you forget yourself, it will be hard for you as a leader, as a CEO, for you to achieve these goals. So that is what I'm going to share in terms of
Oh,
mental health and achieving your goals
yeah,
and
this
reaching your
is
vision.
super important. You were speaking about delegating, and I really want to have your perception on mental health and delegating because you spoke about control and it's super interesting. Can you tell me more about how can we delegate and loving to delegate, like loving the journey with the people that we are working with as leaders and find happiness in it and still, have the fire also that you love to be with them. You want them to also express themselves. You want them also to grow in your own company. Do you have any advices? Because I think it's really important to it's a thing to start to work together, but to just grow together.
Mm, I like that. Grow together.
Grow together and feel everyone feel good.
Mhm. So the one thing I can add actually with this is some CEOs, I'll be honest with you, they
Mhm.
don't give time to the people they work with, you know?
Mm.
They don't give time to their team. And I just want to say, when you get to learn your team, you get to learn that I'm going to make a team of 5 people. You get to learn that when I work with Aisha is very keen to details.
Mhm.
So every time you have anything that is connected to details, paperwork that is connected to being very detailed and precise, I give that work to Amina. I delegate it to Amina.
Okay.
And then I have, let me give an example. I have Shamim, you know. Shamim is very talkative. Shamim knows how to connect with people. Now, with Shamim, you give her anything that is connected to her handling other people, talking to people, sales.
Okay.
So anything that is connected to sales in the organization, you delegate it to Shamim.
Mm.
So when anything is when you want to delegate any work that is connected to Shamim going out and meeting a client to talk and close a deal, you
Mhm.
know that is for Shamim. And
Okay.
Shamim will always be excited,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
Now, we also have Mark. Mark is all about branding. He loves to see beautiful things happening for the company. He wants to see the logo looking bright, or
Mm.
he's the one who wants to make sure the branding is in place. Then you get to learn that is the role for Mark.
Mm.
Now, you have Sandra.
Okay.
Sandra is all about marketing.
Mhm.
Sandra is this person who will go out there and make things happen in terms of marketing. So
Mhm.
you also know that now that one, I go to who? To Sandra.
Mhm.
And then you have this Let me give an example of Maya. You have Maya. Maya is one who is good with people in talking to people in their faces.
Mm-hmm.
So you delegate every work that is connected to first meet, for example, reception. You're like, you know what? That is for Maya. So
Okay.
when you're in a situation where you are delegating, you don't give the role of Mark to Maya. You don't give the role of Sandra to
Mm-hmm.
Maya. You don't give the role of Maya to Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you give the roles to people that are not supposed to be doing those roles or who are going to be challenged,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it on time. They're
Okay.
not going to deliver 100%. And yet, as a CEO, you want to delegate work to people who are going to deliver 100%,
For sure.
maybe even 100% and 10.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. For sure. And
You know?
when, for example, when there is also, when you delegate something and you love the person that you are working with, but for example, they are making a mistake. Do you have any advice on how to speak with the person in order for us to have still a good connection and, as I say, grow together also when there is mistakes or we don't understand each other
Mhm.
anymore?
Yeah. So, and going back to the word grow together, I don't know if it's grow together or glow together,
Mm-hmm. Both for sure.
but I love it. Grow together, glow together. I love it. And I could say there is something that I love to use with the people around me, my workmates, people that I love, family.
Mhm.
And I always say, when you are together with people, especially people you work with, and you're looking at building, and I love what you're using, glow together. If you're looking at glowing together with people, that means you respect them. That means they respect you. And the moment you get to learn that people respect you respect them, there is mutual respect, there is going to be mistake because we are human,
For sure. Mm-hmm.
human error. Human will always error. But how do you come to them and tell them that they've made an error and
Mm-hmm.
they should come through it? Come from a place of love.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am, Sydney. I've given you a task and you have not accomplished it, or you have half baked it. I have to
Mm-hmm.
come from a place of love and ask you, oh, Sydney, I'm coming from a place of love, but I just want you to
Mm-hmm.
know that we had a deadline of this task.
Yeah.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
And let Sydney tell you what happened rather than you coming through with, I don't like working with you. I don't like that you don't complete your tasks. The moment you come with the energy of making the person feel like whatever they've done before was not worth that day, then it makes it seem like you don't respect the people you work with
Mm-hmm.
or you don't even see them because we all
Okay.
go through situations. So maybe it was maybe forgotten or anything may have happened. So it is
Mm-hmm.
very important to come from a place of love. It is very important to hear the person,
Mm-hmm.
hear from them before you assume and before you throw them under the bus. Get to understand why they did not
For sure.
accomplish it. And if
Mm-hmm.
it keeps happening, then that's when you have to maybe give a warning letter because then work is work.
Yeah.
If someone is not delivering, then you either change them, maybe
Mm-hmm.
they are doing the wrong task
Okay.
and they have to be doing another specific task. Maybe it is this Aisha that you gave is
Mm-hmm.
Aisha that you gave a sales department, yet she's supposed to be accomplishing these tasks that need keen details and paperwork and bookkeeping. So it's learning that, like I said before, it's learning the people you work with and what they can do well. When you get to learn that, then you can understand why they did not complete the tasks, why they are slow.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's easier for you, yeah, as a CEO and as a leader to work through it.
I really love your point of view. The fact that you explain that everything is for out of love. How can we more into these love mindsets and loving intention, because we are many things to do, many things to run. There is also our personal life. as women, we are also are doing a lot of things. Do you have any advice on it?
No, I agree with you. And I know where you're coming from to ask this because, to be honest, as women CEOs, I'm sure they have a home to manage. You know, you have to go home and manage your home. You have
Mm-hmm.
to manage your family. Then you have to come and manage people. So you find that most of these people do not even care about that place of love. You know, it's just a culture. Normally,
Mm-hmm.
cultures depend. When you go to a workplace culture that is all about coming from a place of love, that means they care about the mental well-being of the people they work with. So it is just having that. The moment you work with people and you care about their well-being, their mental well-being, then it will be easy for you to come from a place of love. Even without saying I am coming from a place of love, you
Mm-hmm.
find that it will be easy when you're giving feedback. You
Mm-hmm.
give feedback from a place of understanding that maybe they are not even as well off as you are, because maybe for you, you have four nannies. When you go home, you have four maids at home helping you do this and that. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe this person who is managing your office
Mm-hmm.
has no one. They have to go home and they are the ones to accomplish these tasks.
Yeah.
So if 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 CEOs could put themselves in situations where, you know what, the people I am working with are as human as I am. They may be
Yeah.
going through challenges as I am. So it becomes easy for you to relate with them, they always say it's good to come from down to up. When you come from up and you've never seen what is down here, then it's hard for you to actually care about others.
Yeah.
But for any CEO, for me, I will not even give any advice. For any CEO out there, you're supposed to really understand that no one is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You are working with humans, not machines. So you'd expect them to error. You'd expect them to not be perfect. But like I said, Sydney, if it constantly happens that this person is always late for work, there are always excuses for not completing the tasks, there are always excuses, then that person is not supposed to be part of your team. Then they are dragging you behind as an organization. So it's also very important to know when to come from a place of love. It's also very important to know when this person has erred. Is it all the time, or it is just once in a year, or it's just once in a month, you know? You
Yeah.
have to also look at the times they are coming through with all these excuses, because it becomes excuse when it's all the time. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm late because oh, I'm sorry, I'm running late because of traffic jam, or it nags. I'll
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And you spoke about the fact that as women, we are also like sometimes moms, or we can be pregnant, or do you have any advice on how to be a hot CEO and being a mom, run a family, Do you have any advice on this subject?
I think I'm not going to give advice. I'm going to say I'm a living testimony of a heart mom.
Mm, that's so much
Anyways,
better.
so anyway, what I can add on that is putting yourself first, you know?
Mm,
And it's very difficult to actually tell some women, put yourself first. They'll be like, no, 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 no. I have to put my child first. I have to put my children first. But then I've come to a point where I'm like, if you put them first, then who is going to take care of you? You know, because these are
mm,
children. They can't take care of you. So I always tell fellow CEOs and leaders out there who are moms and they have businesses they're running, I always tell them one thing: take care of you. You know, if you need a break, take that break. Close
okay.
yourself in the bedroom and be there for 30 minutes if you need to, you know. If you
Okay.
need to take a walk, take that walk, go to the spa. Like
Mm,
find ways of filling your own cup, because at the end of the day, I'll be honest, no one will fill your cup if you don't fill it. So fill your cup while you fill others, because you cannot fill other people's cup when yours is empty. If yours is
mhm.
empty, you can't fill anyone.
Mm.
So take care of yourself, and it will be easy for you to pour in your children's cup, to pour into your husband's cup, to pour into the people you work with. But if you're drained, then it's very hard to take care of anyone else, you know? So take care of yourself first. For me, that is all I could tell any CEO out there.
Well, thank you. I have a question. How do you manage your time and your energy? Because it's linked.
Sydney, you want me to give my secrets away?
Yes, we want to do everything. We want to glow.
You want me to give all my glow
Mm.
tips? Okay. So
Of course, what you want to share, of course.
that's a good question, I really get it. But some of the things that I do as a Dare to Glow coach to keep my energy and to keep myself up and running is the first thing is I have a very supportive partner. My husband is very, very
Mm.
supportive in everything I do.
Okay.
And I always, every time I pray, I'm a strong believer of God the Almighty. So
Mhm.
every time I pray, I put him second. I put myself first, of course, when I'm praying.
Mhm. Yeah,
And I put him second because I'm really, really blessed to have a partner who is able to support me in everything I do.
that's amazing.
Um, the other thing is also I sleep, I nap.
Mhm.
Like for example, when I would when I would finish my 9 to 5, I make sure I nap before I do anything else. And even my son knows that mommy has to nap.
Mhm.
So when the dad would tell him mom is going to nap, you'd see him go out and excuse himself from me and until I'm up. So for
Okay.
me, it's like a 30 minutes power nap. I don't have to sleep for 2 hours when I'm
Okay.
napping. My two 30 minutes nap and then in the afternoon and then I'm up and running and doing what I have to do. And of course in the night I make sure I sleep by 10 midnight
Okay.
because then I love to also work at night. I get a lot done at night. So it's different for everyone. Some people are owls, they are night workers. Some people are early birds. So it depends on who you are as a person. And it's good to know, it's good to find out. And that's where I would come in and say, if anyone wants to know exactly what their time, they are more active and efficient,
Mhm.
they could reach out and we could work out something in terms of them getting to learn when they are more effective and their
Mhm.
glow time. Let's
Mm.
call it glow
Good
time.
time. Love it. I love it. And I have the last question of this episode. How can we be like an otter CEO? Like to be more hot
And hot,
like
like hot in because I want to understand
on the
hot in what you
business.
do or hot how you look.
Everything. Hot in general.
Okay. So for me, I'll use glow. How you
Mhm.
would glow as a CEO, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to give 5 tips.
Okay.
And the first one is going to be take a break. And I'm evident for that. I didn't know how to take a break, I would be honest. Like every
Mhm.
time I would be like, I'm taking a 2 weeks break, I would still be doing something. I would find myself working or finding something to do.
For sure.
But I had to learn that taking a break means doing nothing at all. Nothing.
Nothing.
No laptop, no nothing. That is the first tip that I would be giving. And then the second one is not forgetting who you are every single day,
Mhm.
because like I said, for me, I nap. When I get home, I take my 30 minutes nap and
Okay.
then I can recharge. I feel recharged after that. So find something that makes you get recharged,
Mm.
because then I would be saying recharge,
Yeah.
instead of find something that you can do. Find your recharge. Find your
Mhm.
recharge. Is it taking a walk? Is it just you alone time sitting somewhere and meditating and you are alone? Just find it.
Okay.
Find your anchor.
Mhm.
And then the other thing is, and people take this for granted, is spending time with the people you love.
Mm,
When you spend time with the people you love, there is there is there is a spark in you that is elevated,
yeah.
and never take that for granted. As a CEO, when you are around the people you love,
Mm,
not about draining you, but just being around them, it will elevate how you feel.
mm,
And then, of course, the fourth one is go out there and make friends.
yeah.
Go talk to a stranger. I remember being told this one day, go out and just talk to someone you randomly don't know, like challenge
Okay.
yourself,
Mm-hmm.
dare yourself to just go and just talk to a stranger. You,
Okay.
the things about elevating yourself or glowing are not about, oh, I'm going to this power, or I'm they are all about challenging yourself, because as a CEO you're always on your toes on challenging who you are. So
Always.
that fourth one, go out there. It's not networking, or you're going to a networking event.
Mm-hmm.
Just take a walk, meet a stranger, talk to them, get to know them, and trust me, the spark in you will wake up that CEO in you and get you excited to glow more.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the last one is going to be you to give it to me. Give me the fifth one, Sydney.
Oh, for me,
What do you do to glow as a CEO?
protect my energy. Protect at all costs.
I like that.
Everything that drain me out. I'm really
Out,
strict about protecting my energy.
setting boundaries.
Setting boundaries for sure. Thank you
I
so
like
much,
that.
Joyce, for this amazing episode. For me, I love your way of thinking, and we can feel that everything is out of love. We
I
can
like
feel
that.
that you are like
Out
this,
of love.
like it's an identity. Yeah.
Out of love.
Out of love. So thank you. If the audience wants to follow you on social media, what is the name of the social media?
Dare to glow.
Dare to Glow. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Dare to glow,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll find me. And of course, I have my personal handles, Joyceloy K. They can also find me. But Dare to Glow, you'll be
Okay.
able to find me. And let's keep daring ourselves to glow. It's not so hard.
Yeah. Do you have anything to share? We have 1 minute left. Do you have anything to
Okay.
share?
In the next 1 minute, I just want to thank you, Sydney, for this opportunity for me to be on your podcast, to be able to share with CEO out there, and even anyone who is elevating themselves to become CEO. And when we say CEO, it can also be CEO of your life, because no
Mm.
one can be a CEO of your life. It starts with you. So if you are out there, I hope you learned something from this podcast, and I hope you are elevated. And if you are looking at daring yourself in any way, to get out of your comfort zone, to even stretch out
Mm-hmm.
of your comfort zone, don't hesitate to reach out. Yeah.
Wow.
Much love.
Thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you. I'm really
Welcome.
grateful
Thank you.
for our conversation. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Sydney.